We just have witnesses.
Those wrong notes were not mine.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer in a minute. The menu of music and stuff that's going on this week is on the reel. So if you didn't get that, you can get it.
I think I turned my music in.
Testing. That's all that.
Turned in what? Your Lord's Prayer?
We're supposed to.
No, all music.
It'll be a while until we do the Lord's Prayer in church, but it's a good warm up. So I like starting with music, not doing some out of context vocalises or exercises. It's good to dive right in. Usually everybody's been talking all day and working all day, so it's a good release. Your voice is warmed up. Okie dokie. Let's go get started. A couple of announcements. Easter was awesome. Thank you everybody for your work. It was beautiful, those services, even though the guys scared me for the second service. But the people that were here were great.
Baby voices were good to hear. The
yes.
prelude that you arranged.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. They did a great job. I was happy to have them. And next time I'll just pick a traditional prelude and not stress myself out right after getting out of the hospital. It's like, that's how my brain works. You get home from the hospital, it'd be cool with all the spare time, like filling it with work. So, it all went great. I thought everything went well. Y'all sound beautiful. So I'm really pleased. We're resetting now for the post-Easter life. So we're going to go through a lot of music tonight. Speaking of which, everybody welcome Pam, who's our substitute. Yes, it's going to be great. Very happy you're here. All right, let's get started. Oh, wait. Clarify with the men's chorus. We are not meeting tonight afterwards. We are meeting starting next week. How loud does that sound to you? Sounds fine? Not too much? Okay, cool. It seems like a lot for me, but I think I'm great. So not this week, starting next week, we'll do the guys' chorus just for like 15-20 minutes. Most of you got my email, hopefully. But we'll do 2 weeks and then a performance. It's kind of a test run to see how it goes. Maybe definitely one, maybe two. I have that one piece, The Amazing Grace by Craig Courtney. So before you leave, come by and grab a copy. I'll send out markings and breaths and stuff via email. Okay, now without further ado, let's get into some music. So right at the Lord's Prayer. Good, one more time. A little more choir. Here we go. A little more choir. Here you go. It's a beautiful intro, and then you just drop it on the floor. Ready? We'll save the retard, otherwise it gets too dramatic too soon. One big breath. And 2, 3. And 3. 2, 3. Off. Great. We'll get back and get some of that later. 1, 2, and 2 and 3. 2 and 3. I'll slow down. 2, keep it moving. And 3. And 2 and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Off. 1, 2, and. We might do something cool like and then hold to the end. We'll just go crazy with it at the end. So be careful when the accompaniment has all these ding, dong, 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 and you feel safe, and then nothing. Then it's just held note. Keep like we talked about with Peace on Sunday. Just because there's nothing happening underneath you doesn't mean that clock shouldn't be ticking, right? Should is the yes. Especially during the acapella section. So let's go back and do a little bit of that top of page 5. So this is 5-1-3. 5-1-3. Everybody starts on the same note, and so theoretically it should be great. Okay, I just want to hear sopranos and altos first, and then guys, you can hum your part along. So it kind of goes from one note and then splits it into 4 from there. So latch on to those notes so everybody starts on the right footing. Okay, you gotta get the C one more time. 2 and 3. Soprano break. Good. 2 soprano break and altos after. 2 and 3. V-U-H. Don't even sniff that R. Okay. Very good. So altos, actually everyone, except for sopranos, pay attention to both times in the first 3-4 bars of that, where the sopranos are off an 8th note before you. So don't altos, sometimes you're unsure, like, oh, they stop singing, should we stop singing? And the answer is no, you should keep singing. Okay, great. Can I hear tenors and basses, please? Same spot. And ladies, if you hum your part as well, that'd be great. And 2 and 3. And great. 2 and stretch, break. Tenors, make us cry with that. So any sort of juicy moment where you're doing something different than the other ones, bring that out. Basically, you have a couple da da dum. I'll just go ahead and bring that out. Excuse me. Good. Let me hear everyone but sopranos. Sopranos hum, but everyone else. So everyone's break before you breathe. Make sure you give the note before the breath. Lots of stuff, right? So yours is the kingdom. And love. So we get the momentum to go through the silence. Okay? Everybody but sopranos, same spot, please. And 2 and let's everyone break there. Let's everyone break there. So just a solid eighth rest, so everybody's rhythmic.
The aliens are landing.
Yeah.
Suggestion, I'm sorry, did you say breath?
Yes. We're gonna go ahead and We're gonna go ahead and breathe where the breath marks are. Make it a solid eighth rest for every part. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah. And then those are the only ones that aren't written. Everything. Let's see. I thought it was tenors. You're the only one that have carry at the top of 6 at 6-1-1. I would just stagger that as you. Right, you can blow through it if you need to take a breath. Find somewhere else. Okay, everyone but sopranos. Sopranos, please hum. Everybody else singing. And 2 and 3. 2, 3, and basses, tenors, and beret. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, a lot better. If we can fade like and pass that off to the piano intro, ooh, it would be so nice. Let's try to make that a goal. Good. Can we go 5-1-1, so top of page 5, piano only, and lead us into that with everybody. So sopranos, you sing your part stubbornly. Don't pay attention to what's going on here. Okay, here we go.
We never do.
Fair point. Okay, measure 24. 3, and... She'll hand it off to you beautifully, and then you take it and run. Boom, 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 boom. Yours is the kingdom. 2, 3. Tenor. 2 and 3. Better. That was great. Good. Let's put that away for right now. We have plenty of time to do that. Beautiful. Okay, let's take up Jesus, Draw Me Ever Nearer. Nearer. So this will be cool. Kimball was actually supposed to be here tonight because she's going to sing the solo on this from out front. It's going to be really cool. But I think Henry has a fever, so we're going to be thinking about him. A couple of things before we get started, before we run through it. So page 4. So let's just go through it actually. It'll be men only in the first 2 pages. And then starting at the solo part at 4, it will be ooze. No text. Ooze. From there until measure 31 after blessing. Ooze, yes, no one needs to sing any words from measure 22 through 31. And then you will sing, May I Rise on Wings of Faith. That would be measure 32 through measure 33. And then at 6-1-2, back to ooze for 3 measures. And then 6-2-2, we will sing Let Me Wake. We'll sing those words.
Just those 3?
Let me wake. And then everything else is straightforward. And since it's ooze, you can go ahead and bump it up to mezzo piano instead of piano. And it says, can you go ahead and play the cues for the a cappella section? Thank you. Okay, let's start from the beginning, shall we? Just a little reading. And I'll be doing some like stretches, pulls and pushes, so just watch the director. And 2 and 3. more choir. A little more choir. It is piano, but not that piano. Piano means soft in Italian, not non-existent. Okay, let's do, give him 2 bars before. Measure 3. 3 and. Knees are strong. 2, 3. Don't slow down. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. Through the storm. 2. Breath. Good rhythm, Bill. 2 and 3 and let me win. 2, 3, 4. Good. 2, 3. Break. May I rise on wings of off. Good. Just 2 beats. Good. Yeah. It's let's go back. Let's hear just the ooze. Starting at the first one. 4, 1, 2, please. Here you go. Right on it, please. Ready? 1 and ooh. Break. Actually, carry that. 2, 3, 4, off, and 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 3. Definitely break there. 2, 3, 3. Big. May I rise on wings of fair. 2, 3. Ooze. 2 and 3. 2, 3, 4. Good. That makes sense. It'll make a lot of sense with the solo. When you switch to words on May I Rise, give me a nice May I, so everybody's like, oh, they're singing words now. Same thing on with after the last ooze where we just stopped. This is 6, 2, 1. Let me wait. Really like soft but very enunciated would be good there. Very clear. Cool. Let's do all that again from the beginning. We'll probably, before the start of almost every one of these melodic, these melodies, we'll slow it down just a tad, like a little bit of a pullback, and so then we get the motion going again. Okay, make sure not to slow down in the middle of the melody. That'd be good. Okay, so we do the whole intro actually. Let's get used to it. 2, 3. Yeah, let's clear that up. So I'm going to do let's do a break before each one of those. Jesus, draw me ever nearer as I labor through the storm. 2, 3, you have called me to this passage, and I'll follow. Just a little bit of a break there. No like huge breaths or anything, but just a nice.
Did you break after nearer?
Yes. Right where the guys come in. 2 and 3. 2, 3. Never knew. 2, 3 and. As I lay through the storm. 2, 3. You have called me to this passage. And 3 and through the 1, 2 and 3. Make this 2, 3 and be now. May I run 2, 3 2. Good. And then breath here, and beautiful. 2, 3, 4, off. 2, 3. 1. Ooze. It was beautiful though. 1 altos. 3, breath. 2, 3, off. May I rise on wings of faith. Off and clear. Good. Want to hear real nice. Let me wake. 2 and 1, 2 and 3. Let the much 2, 3 and 4 and 2. Good. I think very beautiful. Let's stop for a second. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry. We're getting a little too slow. We didn't have anywhere to go from that. Ooh, okay. Can we start right at 39? This is 711. Get into it a little bit, maybe a little quicker. Okay, ready? 3 and 2. Two, ahead. 3 and minus 1. Carry 3 on. Bring a blessing in. 3 and 4. 2, 3. Stay up and 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. My heart's resting. With your likeness, let me. Yeah, slept. 3 and k. My heart's resting. With your likeness, let me. Away, 2, 3. 2, 3. Great. This is great. I don't necessarily like that last word, so I'm trying to figure it out. I might do "Let me wake" and on the last piano pitch. Should we try that once just see if that works? 66. This is 10 10 2 2.
Run that by us one more time. What do you
10
want?
10 2 2, and we're gonna do a k. Instead of the final release at the end, we'll do it at the last measure. Let's see which one we like more.
Let's just watch.
Yes, that'd be good. Sounds like a great idea. Can we start at, actually pick up to 65? And 3. I like that better. What do you think?
I like it.
You can just, actually I have it on my score, I just have slashes through all the notes and I have apostrophe K-E question mark. Yes. So that'll be lovely. I want to go back, catch a little bit of it again before we leave it. Okay. Be careful with this whole thing, this melody. Whenever you have a half note that crosses the middle of the measure, it's always dangerous if there's not some sort of like pulse driving. So make sure it doesn't go like that. And at the end of my heart's blessing, na na na. It gets a little bit of that going on. Can we get through the? If you don't have a breath, actually, even if you do have a breath, make sure the even if you do have a breath like we did with the other piece, make sure it has sound before it so we can get the momentum carrying over. Can we try? I want to try this at 41. This is 7 1 3. 7 1 3. Right on the pickup. We can skip the retard for right now. Yeah, and see, you don't have to go it alone. You have a whole choir of people, so no one has to go heroic on this melody. Okay, here we go. And 2 and 3. 2 3. Love the drum. 2 3. Good, great, much better, great, much better. The other part of this is that the breath has to be in time and the entrance after it has to be in time. So, trial for the, it's too late. The moment's already passed. So if you can be proactive with it, trial for the, we get some direction with the form, that helps too. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That'll be consistent. Treasures, stretches over. It basically be like 2.5, actually basically two bar phrases. But just because there's a breath doesn't mean we lose momentum. That's my tidbit for today. Okay, same spot, please. 2 and 3. and 2 and 3 and the trot, 2 and 3 and 4. Better. 2, wait for this. And at the great. And always long path. 2 and 3 and 2 and bum 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 bum. Sopranos break. Everyone else carry. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Great, great. This is awesome. I'm going to be a stickler for the rhythm. Make sure everybody knows what's going on. With all these, if it has the 2 flags instead of the 1, it's actually, I don't think it's ever, and at the, it's, and at the, bum bum bum. So even though Pam has this kind of jing, jing, gong, gong, da dee dee da dee dee, have this going in your head, you'll feel like everything's connected. It's very cool. Let's just do speaking right there, please. Get that entrance. And at the end, right? 2 and 3. And at the end. Great, great. Try to be a little early. See how that works. 2 and 3. And at the end. Some people, actually, a lot more of you were right on the money that time. Now some of you went too early. Let's bring it back to center. One more time. One more time. We'll get it. 2 and 3. And at the end. That's great. That's really good. Let's sing it. Let's go back. Actually, we start "Made This Journey." Pick up to 8 2 1. Pick up to 8 2 1. Yep. Pick up to 8 2 1. And ready and go. 2 and 3 and 3. Go 1, 2 and 3 and off. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1, and much better. With your beautiful. And let's go over there. That's fine. Great. Yeah, and that'll be great for the end. Let's start it one more time. And then we got to move on.
Is this Sunday?
This will be Sunday. Yes. It's the rush after Easter where you realize that you don't have anything else prepared. Yeah, this is going to be great. And then, yeah, we're going to do another piece with her as well. Okay. Guys, in this beginning, you can save most of your voice until that one, "May I Rise," to make that like really striking when it happens. May this journey bring a blessing. May I rise. It's such a startling harmonic shift there in the next chord. So I think save a lot of your voice for that, or volume, I should say. Okay, let's start at measure 3, please. 2 and. We're going to be in like a luscious harmonic bathtub.
Can I ask something about Sunday?
Yes.
What time do you want us in here?
10:15.
10:15?
10:15. If you're only singing in the late service, there are a couple of people that are going to be singing in the early service. But if you're singing this piece, will be 10:15. Yeah, in here, where you are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it. We made it, guys. Okay, let's do the Alleluia.
Sunday school. Yeah, and we need to make a one.
I'm sorry? This one's Alleluia.
We have a copy.
Alleluia. Yeah, some people have copies. How many people know this tune? Except Bill. This is a nice little arrangement. It should be. We should make quick work of this. A couple of stylistic things just before we get started. If you don't know it, yeah, it's either a copy or it's one of the actual physical copies, which are distributed at random. If you got a copy, that's maybe like you more. Okay, so the tune. Whenever you have ya on an accented syllable, ya, you wait to that and float the other one. So, for example, Alleluia, Alleluia, ya. It'll make sense when we do it. Syllabic stress, name of the game, and everything else is pretty light, especially when you have this. But then we have Alleluia. That can be a little bit more fat, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, let's do a little under, just so we can get our bearings. Right up from the top. Ding, ba, ba, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. See how she did it? Do it just like that. And a little more sprightly, please. And 3 off. DC codas and all this stuff that could be tricky, this is pretty straightforward. If you miss it, it just goes back to the beginning. You don't have to sing right away. So that's always good. And then the coda is the exact same thing. So if you keep going by mistake, you'll still sing the right notes. Best case scenario. Just please stop when I go like this. Okay, a couple more spots. So now we're through all the different melodic points. Alleluia, especially in the Sopranos, that A sharp, nice and juicy there. And then Alleluia, that's way more smooth and legato. And everything else is very bouncy. So guys, we all have quarter notes. So let's go back and get the guys at the beginning. Go page 311. Guys only. When you have the quarter notes underneath the eighth notes for the ladies, go ahead and make those light. So, Alleluia, Alleluia. Right, don't slow down. Everything good? Alright, right there. 311, please. Yep. Ladies and hum, that's perfectly fine. 2, ready, and. 2, 3, and. Yeah, we make it Alleluia, Alleluia. Keep it moving, otherwise it's going to go down. One more time, same thing. And same thing with the ladies too, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, Alleluia. Break there. And that's all, yeah, that's something I forgot to say. So measure 10, there will be a break between the Alleluia and the Alleluia, and then the other Alleluia, and then the other, there's too many Alleluias in this piece. So, it'll be Alleluia, Alleluia. A little bit of a lift there. Same thing as we did at the beginning. Okay, still just guys, measure 9, 3, 1, 1. 2, 3, 2, and Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Better. Good. So let's go everyone, please. And altos, you can bring your part out at 9. Everyone at 9, please. 1, 2, ready, and yeah. Alleluia, Alleluia. Closer, and off. 1, 2. Alleluia, off, and. Good. Let's go back to the beginning. So we can, this whole piece is polar opposite from the things we did at Easter. Right? That's like loud, glorious, Hallelujah. This is very, very clean, very, very classical. Hallelujah, Hallelujah. Short eighths most of the time, actually pretty much all the time. Okay, measure 5, please, everybody. For the ladies, 2, 3, Alleluia, 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 and Alleluia, Alleluia. 2, wait, lift. Alleluia, Alleluia, off. 1, 2. Alleluia, 2, off, and Alleluia, 2, off. Good. I want to jump to the 5, 2, 3. So I want weight and then lightness. So it'll be Alleluia, Alleluia. Not clipped, but lifted, right? So Alleluia, Alleluia, and then the half notes could be kind of more legato. But these need to be very, very light. Can we start right at that measure 5, 2, 3. 2, 3, and. Alleluia, Alleluia. 2 and 3 and up. Not much time there. And Alleluia. And 1, 2, 3, off. Good, very nice. That's the basic elements of the piece right there. Okay, actually I have to let you go. Okay. Yes, I've got some more pieces, but we have time. So that's all I really wanted to do today for the choir. Those of you who have agreed to sing in the small ensemble on Sunday in the early service, thank you very much. So we're going to stick and run through that right now. Everyone else, we're going to take up some prayer requests, and then we'll adjourn. Does anybody have anything on their mind?
I've got a joy to share.
Oh, good.
Now, both of my parents have both vaccines.
It's always a good feeling.
Huge. It's a challenge, isn't it? Huge. Oh.
I have something I forgot to mention, but I have my follow-up for all this business today, and it looks like I'm gonna have surgery next Thursday. It's not concrete yet, but it's like very, very likely. I've got 5 different breaks. I got one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So lots of fun stuff. So they have to go in and put plates in and stuff like that. So probably on Thursday. I hope it's on Thursday that I can come to practice next week. But I didn't want to spring it on you next week and say, oh, by the way, tomorrow I'll be, out.
Glued back together.
Yes, exactly. So
What's the recovery time on it?
they said that after like a weekish, the swelling will be down. I can go and do normal stuff. Just a week of just taking it easy, and then after that, about a month for it to heal completely, so I can like play and sing and stuff like that. So it's not too bad. I figured it was a small price to pay for like making me look like either look and feel like symmetrical. You never know what kind of things come up down the road, so I just don't want to turn back like 10 years later and be like, oh, we need to re-break your face so we can put it in the right spot. So they told me if I waited past next week, then they would have to like re-break it and stuff. So there's a sweet spot right now. Yeah, when he said that, I was like, and he was like, oh, sorry. It's like good bedside manner, doc.
Do
Okay.
you need meals or anything?
My mom is gonna come back, I think, so she might be back for church again.
Well, she's all right.
Yes.
We don't mind.
No, she loves coming back.
Next Sunday, not this coming, but next Sunday, right?
After your surgery.
Yes, I will not be. No, I will not be here. Yeah, I will not be here.
Good.
Yeah. If I was somehow transported here, I would probably be really loopy, and actually that might be entertaining for some people. Bill will probably ask me a bunch of questions. Can you sign this piece of paper with?
Sure, whatever.
That's right.
Yes. I'll be like, is that margarita order? I'm gonna go ahead and sign that right there. Okay, yeah, but thank you for your thoughts in advance, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
They're making me get a COVID test on Monday too. Like, I don't want it. I don't want the COVID test. I've had 2 vaccinations already, so.
Oh, you got it.
That's good.
I
I
don't know.
had a COVID test today.
Ooh.
I'm more worried about the COVID test than I was the procedure I have.
Exactly.
No, I want that stick stuck up my nose.
You know, but when I was in the
It
emergency
only
room,
lasts 10 seconds, so it's okay.
when they did one when I was in the emergency rooms, I hadn't had it through the nose one yet. I had just done mouth swabs.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we have to test you for COVID, and I was supposed to get a vaccine like the next 3 days. It's like I almost made it, but now they made me do it anyway. So anyway, thank you all. So I just wanted to update you all on that.
Yeah, thank you.
So, anybody else?
Yeah, I've had that talk.
Okay. Well, I thought we could just go through the Lord's Prayer and finish it out. So that's about it. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom